I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Sunny breeze. Ooh. How about a... That way, whoever comes in can at least get a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. But the letter. I want to read the letter. Innkeeper. Jade. Away to Teodor. He'd show up again after last night. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started that whole brawl? No clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe. But you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Lads. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times, after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting, let me see. It's some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful, and it numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Rude. Ouch. Don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old, spark? Ish. That's at least something. Why are you so rude to me? Not the brightest flame, but hunky enough. Thank you. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll keep my mind sharp. You never know what'll come your way next. Gotcha. Kinda rude. Kinda rude. What if I put it in yours? I'm gonna put it in hers and see what she does. See what happens. No, I gave her the wrong drink. No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkly. Oh wow, can't remember the last time I drank something so stale. Tastes differ, I guess. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date. Checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in Say Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of steel wood merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes they gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm. and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and snap. Gone you are. That turtle has a nose ring. Turtles have noses. I had to think about that for a second. I'm like, yeah, they have a little slit. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes at least. Initially I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits. Look at their most wanted list and cash out. There's no real challenge though, so I didn't pick up anything. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars? If no one's gonna pay me, you know? Of course. I was always more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming by to see how you are holding up. I'm doing well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by the recent incident. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Who are you? Shooting stars? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Frosted Lagoon. Alright. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy and strong. Flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it has left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix up this place. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? The last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Alethea Anwar. I am a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aptitude. It's a temple in the far northeast, dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off to visit her, to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze, with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice. But what would you know? It's vast, and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like a feeling of impending doom when all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, Inkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were heard. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. Sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues, at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best. Aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about the disaster. Why, what? Why are you so nonchalant about this? Things just happen all the time and people like you fix them. Thus? Not my problem. Like, yo. People like me are the reason people like you continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. Just ask. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes, Alethea? I will help fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thanks for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about this when I return. Hopefully. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure. If it's like she said and its literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening, if she'd wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. which means I'm more confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid. And they just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they aren't working, but then what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Wishful thinking. Oh my god. Heyo. Greetings, adventurer. Who? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yes, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just her standard greeting. The budget couldn't cover anymore, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. Mm-hmm. That makes you feel better. Hit me, innkeep. Give me something from your repertoire of greetings. How hops it? How what? Hops? What does that even mean? I think it means how's it going? Cool. Wait, are those tattoos? Whoa, they're so cool. Thanks. These are my bones, actually. Double whoa. What's your name? Who are you? Tell me everything. These eyes are freaking me out. Jade, you? Iniko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer if no one stole anything. Drake's got it. Can I have a drink then? If I can't have your name. Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. Of course, you're a little creep. What? What? Worms can be slippery? That wasn't... Never mind. Am I giving this to a villain right now? A slippery worm coming right up. Suspicious. So very, very suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Oh wow, this is great, amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? What? Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey? Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yes, I mean, not really. But I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Oh my goodness gracious! Theft, identity fraud. Beep. All's goody goody with B because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling then. Yes. And I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Oh, okay. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. You got cat fingers. Cat puppet fingers. Oh. So, what brings you here, Iniko? This and that, you know. Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by a giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts, I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern in keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith. And boom! Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Me neither. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The ether tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Needn't get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it's not a problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Inko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way. There's self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. Got a point there. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Erave. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? No. They were headed somewhere north. Didn't really listen. Didn't care. But I was nice to them. You know? Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea and munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe, full on robes and magical type guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh? Why him? I don't know. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia? Oh, right, sorry. Mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Broad. Checks out. So Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the stars of something terrible, battered wings tainting the gilded sea in dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shivering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell's Hill? No, but I heard about that when I was in Soford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like this guy was a real psychic. I guess. Divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaves. The wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened at Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted Gildan Sea, shivering void, metaphors for starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zerford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I just thought he was babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all of this, and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. Enough of your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. The longing keep. Merry hunting, Jade. No, it's just you and me and keep. Please leave. You're creeping me out. Indeed, Iniko. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? No, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to the stories and gather rumors too. Make quests, I get it. That sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. He's made a tiny violin. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, then it's a good we aren't all the same. Though I could technically be anyone, even you. Don't. Drakes, I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool, I'm off. See if I can catch some coins off the streets. Good luck. I mean, pickpocket again? Don't need any in keep. Alright. Great sword. There's the sunlight and rested. Okay, we have wizard foretold about star rain. There's star rain. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous starfall left Zenith in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's said that a fragment of this calamity can be traced back to Dalwell, an island in the south of the Zelf. I'm gonna read the letter. End of.
Living life every day,